to the genetic nature of Crohn's and colitis, where we know that there are certain genetic mutations that put you at higher risk than the general population of getting Crohn's and colitis, then the obvious question is, will I not pass this disease on to my future children? And I always say to them, in this case, the science actually is very good news. Even though there's a genetic component to getting Crohn's and colitis, it's not the kind of disease where for sure you will transmit it to your children. And you know that because for the most part, most patients actually don't have parents that have Crohn's or colitis. When you have a family history, it does slightly increase your risk, but it's not even anywhere close to 50%. And the good news is most long-term studies of large birth registries that then follow births of children and how they develop into adulthood and then trace it back to a mom or a dad who had a diagnosis of Crohn's or ulcerative colitis show that there really is a very small number of people who ultimately get Crohn's or ulcerative colitis because of their mom or dad having ulcerative colitis or Crohn's. And that number, depending on which research study you read, is anywhere sort of between 3 and 10%. But I've never really seen anything consistently over 10%. So that is a rough estimate, but again, that should be very reassuring to patients and families. The only time I see that number starting to go into double digits is if both patients, meaning, both parents, the mom and the dad, have Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. That is a relatively more unique phenomenon, and that instance will probably need a little bit of extra counseling, but it really is good news. So again, we think of inflammatory bowel disease as being hereditary, but not hereditary in any type of what we call high penetrance. So most people will not have children that will have Crohn's or colitis.